Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. I wanted to take the time to introduce you guys to a series of OMGG, Oh My Gluten-Free Goodnesses cooking series. Over the years, a lot of you have asked me to provide videos, um, teach cake decorating classes, and before the pandemic, years before, I've taught multiple cake decorating lessons. So I'm going to start that back up. I'm in the process of finding a spot that I can do that, but for right now, I'm just going to share with you guys some gluten-free recipes that are easy to make and easy to follow. So the disclaimer is, yes, Monique, I have on a bonnet. Monique, okay, so the running joke is Monique had all this to say about women and their bonnets and the airports or whatever, but guess what? I'm in the comfort of my own home. My bonnet and my scarf, cute. Anyway, I like to have my hair tied back when I'm preparing my food, my family's food, and other people's food. So that disclaimer is done and off the table. So let's get into what to do if you have taken the time out to freshly cut up some berries for your baby and nobody seemed to eat them. Why? Because my kids like my gluten-free berry cobbler. So I'm repurposing these berries. Nothing goes in the trash over here. So what I'm going to do is show you how to make an easy berry gluten-free cobbler. So you ready? Okay, let's go. First, you take the berries and approximately 2 cups, but I'm using a bigger pan, so I have my fresh berries. As you can see, I'm going to make a little bit of adjustment here. So I know we're going to have some camera errors until I really get proficient with this, so that's fine. It's new. I'm pretty sure you guys can just appreciate the fact that I am sharing some of my cooking secrets with you guys. All right, so let me focus this in on this and not me here. And so we have our berries in a 9x13 container. These are freshly cut. It's probably about 2 cups, but I'm going to add just a little bit more berries. Normally you could do this in an 8x8, but I'm doing it in a 9x13 because my oldest seems to eat the whole cobbler at times. And the berry blend that I'm using here is going to be Giant's brand frozen fruit, in which I normally use in my protein shakes, but again, I wanted to add some extra bulk to my cobbler here. So we have that. Sprinkle some sugar. You don't have to if your fruit is already sweetened, but I like sweet. I'm not eating this time because I am actually on a diet, but the kids asked me to make it, so that's what I'm doing. So sprinkle about a 1/4 cup of sugar on your fruit if you like it sweet like me, but if you don't have to. Now, what you see right here is, I'm going to get this straight one way or another. But anyway, we'll just move this back for now until I can work out the logistics of me and this camera and this. Trial and error here. What you see here is pre-made, I'm sorry, not pre-made, but pre-measured flour and sugar. It's about 1 cup of flour, a little bit more because I knew I was going to add more fruit. And it's about 1 cup of sugar, a little more because again, I said I'm sweet and I love everything that I make sweeter than me, as if though, right? And then next, 1 egg. 1 egg, mix it around, pour it into your flour and sugar mixture. Why? Because this is going to be the topping for our cobbler. Okay? So you stir it around. 1 bowl, that's all you need. Well, you need an additional bowl to melt your butter, but 1 bowl for your flour and your sugar and your 1 egg. And you are going to mix it around as so, like I'm doing, until the mixture forms a crumb. You want a crumb topping for your cobbler. So you keep mixing it and mixing it and mixing it. If some of the excess egg gets on the fork, just plop it back in the bowl and keep on stirring. If you keep stirring it, it will again form together and get you a nice crumbly texture. I need to cut off one of these lights here, I think. That way, yes. Too much lighting here. So, again, my next video, I promise you the logistics will be a little bit better here, but hey, y'all have been with me over the years, and I know that I have your support, and I think that y'all don't care how I'm presenting it to you as long as I'm giving it to you, right? Yeah, I think so. So anyway, we have our crumbled mixture. It's going to get as crumbly as it can with 1 egg. But what actually forms the crust is going to be the additional butter that you're going to add over top. So once you have successfully mixed the egg, the flour, and the sugar, you just lightly drizzle it and evenly distribute it over your fruit. You want to make sure that all corners are covered. You want to make sure that you are putting it on the cobbler evenly so that your crust can form evenly. And you continue to do so until all the mixture is in your dish. You want to make sure that the fruit is covered as much as possible. And it's so easy to make on a hot, and I do mean hot, I mean scorching hot day, like it is today and like it's going to continue to be probably throughout the summer. This is a quick, easy dish. Yes, I love fresh fruit. If I would have known that my babies was not going to eat this nicely cut up fruit, I would have saved it for myself. Next, a 1/4 cup of butter, melted. And yes, I'm still here. 1/4 cup of butter, melted, and you just drizzle the butter over your cobbler, strategically across. And what happens is, once it's in the oven and baking, that butter will spread throughout the cobbler. And the butter is actually what forms that nice crispy crust. Now, they asked for a 1/4 cup of butter. I am actually probably going to add just a little bit more because I like my crust to be nice and crunchy. As close to my pre-gluten-free days as possible. I used to be really known for my peach cobblers, and I have been using my mother's peach cobbler recipe for years. But of course now, with my gluten allergies, I have to improvise. And a lot of you are very hesitant about trying gluten-free. And what I am telling you is, don't knock it until you tried it. Gluten-free cooking can be successfully done with the right person doing it and the right instruction. So, I'm going to pop this into the oven. When the finished product comes out, I will record another phase of it and get back to you guys. Take care.